Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. It's Chris and Jackie and Chris, 7997 podcast. And I am throwing this subject at Chris unawares, okay? So,
First of all, before we do that,
welcome
get
back.
you to do the tagline right.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome back to 7997 with Chris and Jackie, two black immigrants living our best life in Mexico.
Doing our very
You know
best.
what I mean? Like when you're trying to get the algorithm to be in your favor and they just not doing the tagline right. So people see in the first 3 seconds that, oh, that's what they're immigrants. Oh, okay, I see they're living their best. Okay.
Did you fix it and now you can go back and edit?
No, I'm going to leave it all in like this. So they know what I'm struggling with every day. Every day. Please, what is the topic that we are springing on me today?
So I want to talk to you guys about, and with you, sir, building relationships, having friends, acquaintances, meetup buddies, cut buddies. Because as an immigrant, there are a lot of things going on. When you are in a new space, a new place, a new country, we have a ton of visitors. We have folks who, even the short time we've been here, who have come, who have gone, who've even come back, right?
Yeah.
Some just literally disappeared. We're like, what happened to so-and-so? We're like, I don't know. We don't even know. We don't know.
You see them randomly at the grocery store and like, oh, where you
been? You know? And so I know for me, I am a relationship person. I love having friends. I love going out and having events, going to places and, just doing different things or what have you. And group events, all the things. I like one-on-one, I like group events. And it has been very challenging for me. And it's also, there's just layers on layers on layers. When it comes to making friends. I have a good core of girlfriends, right? And I would say maybe 4 or 5 good girlfriends. I think that if I needed help, I'll call, they would be able to help. And if they call me, which they have, I think it's been reciprocal, right?
Yeah,
It's been both ways. And so thank God for them, right? And then there's always subgroups and subgroups and subgroups. And I've just found it very interesting that, my expectations were such it was going to be easier to make friends because I felt like, oh, we are all here. You know what I mean? We are all here. We want a better life. Everybody wants to, everybody getting away from the States or, we want that kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
And just figuring that birds of a feather were going to flock together. And that's not so.
No, I think it's very much so.
Okay, say it. Because I'm saying my expectations was that basically, I put everybody in the same bus. I'm thinking, or in the same basket. I'm thinking everybody was going to come, be kumbaya, and we're going to be together. All us, especially us black Americans in Mexico.
Yeah.
All the black Americans, boom. And that's not the way it is.
No, but there is, I guess I don't want to say new term for it, but the term intersectionality, right? I'm not just one thing. I'm not just black. I'm not just woman. I'm not just gay. I'm all these things mixed together, right? So we're not here all just escaping America. We're not all here just in love with Mexico. We have all these different things that we're into. And some of
different
us are
reasons
into
that
them
brought us
together
here, right?
Different places. There's different cliques. It's still high school forever. That does not end. You have your clique of people that you were connected to, and there's other people that and y'all might connect over something else, but y'all don't connect over everything. So you say, you have your core of 4 to 5, and y'all are probably a lot closer in a lot of different ways to say that, you all kind of think and act and, are alike in some ways. Whereas there are other people that maybe come into that circle for a little bit and they kind of go off and do something else with some other folks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about who came here at what time together, what neighborhoods are you in. do you have children? Do you not have children?
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
so like there's all these different things
That's
that
true.
connect us and disconnect us. And like we're not as black people who move to Mexico all the same thing.
yeah.
We're not monolithic. So like we
Yeah.
all have our different things. Me, I'm an introvert. I could be in the house all the time and be fine. I don't need to be hanging out with a bunch of friends.
I don't know if we want to do a part 2 on this one because I'm telling you,
mean-
you're part of that experience too,
Right.
and that's been very challenging. You know,
I mean, is that a new challenge though? I don't never want to go hang out. You know, every once in a while, if there's something new, I want to go for sure, right? But like, you know, there's a gallery crawl at Fabrica Aurora. Like I've been to Fabrica Aurora 5 times by now. The artwork has not changed. Ain't nobody selling nothing over there.
yeah, we get the
They're not
artwork.
selling no artwork there.
Oh my god!
Other than the artists that are actually there, like painting on site, they'll have some new pieces. But like, other than that, it's like, okay, you just want to get out and just want to go do something.
Yeah, stretch your legs.
But generally, if I get out and want to go do something, I want to go see something. I
Something
haven't seen.
different.
Like we went to that empty, scary mall the other day. Like there's a mall across the street from Liverpool.
Yeah,
There's a wow. If I
Shopping
get my
center.
words together. Liverpool is anchoring a shopping center called Lucianaga. Across the street from there is Plaza Real del Conde, which I'm guessing was probably the mall before that mall got built. I'm
okay, I
assuming.
can see that. Okay,
But that mall is like, if you ever had a mall in your town that just
won't die.
got outdated, but it won't die. Like they keep lowering the price of the spaces, so somebody's in there. There's like a little clothing store, a little
Like,
shoe store,
You like, is Pick and Pay still around? Pick
Right.
and Roses?
but it's actually anchored by a whole grocery store we didn't even know existed.
A whole store.
Like it's literally hidden. There's no sign on the street. Like,
Right.
the entrance is off the back alleyway. It's
Right.
like, but it's almost like a Costco in there. Like,
Yeah.
You can buy in bulk and you get a better price. Or, wasn't there another grocery store that had that model of like if you buy a certain amount, then you get a cheaper
Was it
price?
Shoppers Food Warehouse?
It may have been
that?
Shoppers Food Warehouse. But like we're just going through this mall and like we stumbled like, wait a minute, there's a whole grocery store back
Yeah,
here?
a
Like,
whole store, guys.
Yeah, but then there's
toy
like
store.
3 floors and the top 2 floors are basically empty.
It's weird.
It was very weird.
It's the mall that won't die, but it's kept alive from that grocery store.
Yeah.
and the government
There are
offices.
government offices there, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
offices in there, so that's the only reason why it's still alive.
Yeah.
but yeah, that was totally weird. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but like, so you know, for me, it's a different thing. I wasn't necessarily coming down here to hang out with a bunch of people and get involved in any and everything.
I
all day.
want any community.
Right, but I need a small community.
No.
1 or 2 people and I'm good.
I don't even. Who,
I have a
don't-
small group of
Who is your
friends
second person?
Here, like I don't have a whole lot of friends here.
No, you don't.
Like that I actually just go and hang out
You
with.
have
Not
0
really.
friends, babe.
Yeah, not really.
No, 0.
No, I have friends, but nobody I hang out with.
No, you have acquaintances.
Whatever you want to call them.
Right now, could you call any?
Absolutely not.
No, so you don't have any
That's why
friends.
you're here. That's how you balance it.
Y'all leave a comment,
You
subscribe,
gotta have one with a whole
like.
bunch of friends and then one who doesn't.
Oh my gosh, it's so challenging.
We can't both have a whole bunch of friends.
No, we both can. But anyway, but I'm telling you, building relationships, it doesn't matter where you live. It does take effort, and you have to work at it, and all those good things. And I'm willing to put in the work. But I did have a very weird, romanticized idea, and I think a really good visual for that was when we first moved here. And we would have, now, y'all, we've been here less than 3 years, but we have seen a huge uptick
Oh yeah.
of people of color coming, or let's say Black Americans coming here, either to move or to visit. So when we first moved here, there was a small community. I want to say it was maybe less than 75 people, Black Americans, I would say.
I'm not even sure.
Maybe 50,
Probably,
50
yeah.
75 people. And every time we would see someone new, my eyes would, because that's what I'm like. I'm like, yeah, new friends. And I remember we were meeting Miss Mary at the Tianguis Market on a Sunday, I think. And you saw them first, and her daughter.
Oh,
And but it's okay. Just for anonymity, I don't want to say her
Yeah, I
daughter's
can't
name.
remember her name.
Just in case.
I can't remember it anyway.
Oh, okay. I remember it, but I'm only saying it because her name is special and unique, and just in case.
Yeah.
But Marie, you know who you are, but there's like 1,000 of them here, right? So anyway, long story short, Chris walked up on me. He's like, I have made a Negro sighting. but I need you to calm down just in case they don't want to engage. And so when he said it, I have made a Negro sighting. And I'm like, and he goes, but I need you to calm down in case they're not excited. Okay. And that's the thing. Like, that's the way I wanted to approach everybody.
Right.
Even
like,
Americans. And I want to say this too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily just Black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
I have felt that way about other Americans. You know, when I hear, I'm like, ooh, is it American? And then I got put in my place real quick.
yeah, because not everybody is here for the same reason.
Yeah.
There's literally people here who are trying to escape something else, not just political, but might even be some crime. There was a gentleman who was a psychologist, I think, who got extradited recently because he was a pedophile in the U.S. and he was hiding.
Yeah.
So, like, not everybody is in
Yeah.
that
kind of situation, right.
but not everybody is
looking for that.
here to make friends. Some people are introverted. Some people have to warm up to you. Some people are like, you know, you're in this new environment and you're always trying to understand how to interact with everything around you.
Yeah.
So somebody coming out of nowhere with a whole bunch of energy can be like, oh my goodness,
Overwhelming.
what's going on is overwhelming.
Me.
So like, even just like, can you calmly approach, you know, for Black folks who give you a head nod, and after the head nod, if you smile and
right, then we
know you're engaged. And sometimes you get the head nod and they like,
and
okay,
that's it.
and I'm
done.
on my way doing something. I might be passing through, whatever it is. But there's just, you know, a multitude of people here permanently, temporarily passing through. And I think one of the things that is probably the bigger challenge is like, how do you make genuine local friends? Those that aren't expats or coming from someplace else, those that are here, that speak Spanish, that you
are
might
from
run into.
here.
And like, I think there's also like, how do you make friends with people who aren't service people in service to you? So like a lot of your friends you pick up are because, you know, you do my hair, you do my nails, you know, you're a plumber.
You cook for me.
And you speak English, and then we get a chance to talk, and it's like there's this relationship that's established that is one of, you know,
it's
customer
transactional.
and service, and it's transactional.
Yeah.
And does that feel like a real friendship? And that can always grow into a real friendship.
Yeah.
But it also feels like, hey, this is my customer, so I have to be nice to my customer kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So like, how do you even make relationships outside of the immigrant community and actually spread out into the people that are actually here?
Yeah.
And that becomes an even, I don't know if I want to say a better community, but just a different community, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a different way of being able to understand what's actually going on around you, that you need those local people to help you understand, that you're just not going to pick up on your own.
Yeah. Being
so
able to learn the
these complexities
cultures and
around friendships and relationships and who do I connect with and who I don't connect with. And it's not always just about the Americans and the Black people that are here, but like everybody
is here. Yeah.
So like there's always opportunities to make friends, but there's a level that you need to get to with your language, number one.
Yeah.
Because they don't speak your language. And even if they do, they probably don't speak it in the same way you do.
Right.
They don't get the same nuance of the language. The same way when you're learning Spanish,
right,
you don't get all their nuance.
Right.
So there's just, I understand your point of like, it gets really complicated trying to build relationships and connect with people. And I think that's honestly true everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
It maybe is heightened in this environment because your pool of people that you can just automatically talk to without Spanish is smaller.
Yes.
But when you're back home, like it's still hard to connect with people nowadays in so many different ways.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is definitely interesting. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to pour that out. You know, it's a challenge. So just make sure y'all are aware, you know, the type of personality you have and what you're going to want and or need, and make sure you have space to let that grow and be malleable and flex.
I would also wager that the situation is not as bad as you might think. Because to me, to have positive. Your group of 4 to 5 that you know are strong, that are always there and got your back, like that's really your core everywhere, right? Like maybe you got, you know, 20, 30 on the fringes that you kind of talk to whenever and connect in certain ways, but you got a good, strong core here. And I think that's something probably a lot of people would be jealous of, to even say, hey, you know, I have people around me that I feel like are ride or die. That's my people I can go and talk when I need to talk.
Yeah.
Not everybody has that here, for whatever reason, you know, that is. And there are people that want it. Like, We've met people on the streets that really have been like, I've been here for 5-6 years and I really don't hang out with anybody. I don't really talk to anybody.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, sorry, but
yeah. But you know what? To your point, though, those I think are the folks who have done the opposite of what you said. They have not reached out for the local friendships, right? Because you always can find someone who is in your stage and age of life.
Yeah.
So if that person that we've met, they're in their 40s and they've been here for the 5 and 6 years. They're that that expat who's lonely. Well, you haven't flexed, and pushed past your coffee shop person from being your coffee shop person to maybe being your friend.
And there's actually like a lot of things going on here to get involved in and to meet people.
Yes.
If you so desire.
Correct.
And I still see people that just are not aware of the things that are going on. Like, we have stuff at the Collective all the time. There's stuff that happens all around town. New restaurant pops up and you talk to people about it, just having small talk or something like, oh, I didn't know that was going on. Like, are you in this group? Are you in that group on Facebook? Do you read the paper?
I don't do social.
Like, if you're not connecting in with the ways to get information, what are you supposed to do with that? Like,
it's so interesting.
There's a fair amount of effort you have to put on your part to go out and meet people. And, it's not just who you happen to run into every day.
You're not just going to make friends with the Amazon delivery guy? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, probably not. No. But it's good to do that. 'Cause hook you up, There were times when, like, I went home and he took my package and threw it up on the balcony and it was waiting for me when I got home. So,
gracias, amigo.
It's always helpful.
Yeah, so y'all just be mindful, okay? You gotta be open for relationships and you gotta ebb and flow and meet people where they are, right?
And if you're not into that, don't be into that. It's fine. There's plenty of stuff to do in the house. What people say now, I'm enjoying my rent. Because guess what? I pay a whole lot for it. I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to enjoy my space in my house.
Lord. Guys,
there it is.
Leave some comments. Please like us, subscribe, share with a friend. And as always, Cuida Day.
Aries Garce, take care and take a chance. Peace, y'all.